Yo, what's going on guys? It's Devastating. Thanks for tuning in today and welcome to a new video. And in today's one, you can already see it, we are going to play some Battlefield 2042. We got exactly what we thought we will get. A buggy miss. Let's already have a quick look at this. I mean, come on, what was that besides my bad aim, of course. We're gonna have a deeper look at this later on. And by the way, if you haven't watched my video from yesterday already, you can do that by clicking on the top right corner. In that video I'm talking a little bit about how most of the big Battlefield streamers were celebrating that they could finally uninstall Battlefield 5. But what they didn't expect is that this game isn't better by any means. In fact, I cannot even tell you one single thing that I really liked about playing this game. At least in the normal mode. Portal is something else and the only thing which could save this whole game. I mean, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. Maybe let's start with one of the most important things in FPS games, the performance. It is even worse than in the beta, at least for me. When there is not much going on, I have average of 90 to 110 FPS. But when the tornado or the sandstorm is coming up, then it drops to 60 to 80. This is more than 60 frames per second less than in Battlefield 5 on Operation Underground. This game is so poorly optimized. Even the guys who have a 3090 or 3080 Ti and the newest CPU are struggling. Furthermore, I get some lags when zooming in, for example. This is all on the lowest settings, while this game is looking like Battlefront 1. Let's talk about the maps real quick. Don't you dare trying to play Conquest on them. Except you like to play a running simulator, of course, cause that's what it is. Those maps are so damn huge, these are not really infantry friendly. Even on Breakthrough you have to run like a mile from one sector point to another. This was to be expected though, and it is what it is. And this here will be another example of bad hit rate in combination with random spread. Horrible. And what's also horrible is that there is still no scoreboard whatsoever. This is just so stupid. You don't have any clue how you're doing in your team. And what pisses me off the most is this thing right here. You cannot do a single fuck against it if you don't have a rocket launcher. No skill whatsoever. I still remember that a lot of guys hated the indirect fire, like the modern Battlefield 1 for example. But what is this here? It's exactly the same thing with the shields. Or the sentry guns, of course. I wanna fight against real players. Also, a thing which they left out from Battlefield 5 for example is the additional information in the kill feed, like the bullet penetration or the headshot, or even more the symbol of the weapon. Relatively basic stuff, and why dropping it? Speaking of dropping, still no information how much damage you did to the enemy, as well as no points for hit markers. And no distance indication when you hit a headshot with a sniper rifle. And for me that's a no-no, cause now you have to learn every damage output from every weapon. And you have to consider how far the enemy is. You will never know if you can push the enemy easily or how much damage you dealt with a rocket launcher to a tank. So that's definitely not for the casual gamer. In the background you can now see some Battlefield 3, Nausea Canals, TDM. And I genuinely think that Portal is the only game mode from this game which could be some sort of fun, but definitely not in the current state. Because what is also missing and broken is, for example, there is no spectator mode. I really don't know how you now should identify a possible cheater. You have no scoreboard, you have a kill cam which is garbage, you have inbuilt wall hacks. You have bad hit registration and random spread. Good luck finding them. DICE brought the in-game chat back, but of course with a nice feature. You can't talk to all anymore. You only can write in your team or in your squad. Who comes up with such ideas? I don't get it. Speaking of squads, of course they also messed up the squad leader order. There's no indication whatsoever if an order is given or not. And I don't think you even get points for marking an objective and for defending an objective, at least I couldn't see it. For me that's basic stuff and I have no idea why they forget about it. The revives still feel a little bit clunky from time to time, but now let's have a look at this lovely random spread. Where the hell are my shots going? Let's have a look at this again. So I'm strafing left and right, but I don't remember having this in Battlefield 5. Holy moly, this is even worse than Battlefield 1's random bullet deviation. These shots were miles away. It doesn't even matter if this is intended or not, cause that's no fun for me. Also there's still something wrong with the mouse input. It feels off from time to time. And by the way, do you know what's also missing? The platoons. How could you not put platoons in this game? That's bizarre. The next improved implementation is the big map. Not. It's now covering the whole screen and you cannot even turn anymore. Very useful. And now another prime example of bad aim. AAA product. Come on man, this is ridiculous. And of course he can hit me. I thought we would get rid of that, but nope. And now to some options which have been in the beta but are gone now. Don't ask me what I'm playing there in the background. Some kind of rush with no score limit and like 400 minutes of playtime. But now I was looking for the HUD icon's opacity cause I couldn't see shit, but I just couldn't find it in the settings. But I was pretty sure that this has been there in the beta, and of course it was there. If we go back to the display menu, we can see that the HUD icons menu is just gone. Why DICE? Why? And here you can see how it looked back in the beta and it was working then. So absolutely no idea why this is gone. Regarding the minimap, you still cannot adjust its size, which is really a pain in the ass cause it's so damn tiny you can't see shit. Also you cannot zoom out or in like in previous titles. And in general, where's this whole customization which DICE was talking of? I can see none of that. I was also wondering about another thing, the Battlefield 1 kill confirmation sound. As you can see here in the beta this was an option and now it's not an option anymore. And still there are two more menus missing, for example the communication. There is no voice chat anymore. And the network menu, you cannot enable the performance indicators at the bottom anymore. Let's not forget about the buggy common rows and the buggy T customization menu. Furthermore, your 6x scope bugs out if you revive somebody. All in all, pretty disappointing stuff, not gonna lie. But unfortunately, I was expecting that. All hopes are in Portal. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching until the end. If you enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like, subscribe if you haven't already. And with that being said, I'll see you guys next time.